destroy the church and the pastor and the pastor's message. Now, in contrast to Simon the sorcerer, we come to the experience of Philip with with the eunuch from Ethiopia. Philip led this man to Christ, and he became a genuine believer, a wonderful man of God. Wonderful man of God. Verse 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south, unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. Samaria is an area which lies north of Jerusalem. Now Philip is told to go down to the south. What we know as the Gaza Strip is south, over along the Mediterranean. This was the trade route down into Egypt and Ethiopia. He would probably travel through Jerusalem to get there. Philip had been speaking to multitudes in Samaria, and now he is sent down to a desert. He is to leave the place where there has been a great moving of the Spirit of God and go into a place, a desert, where there is nobody. However, when he gets there, he finds that God does have someone to whom he is to witness. In verse 27, and he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasury, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. A spiritual treasurer, here we go, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Elias the prophet. We read here that this man of Ethiopia had charge of all the treasure of the queen. He was actually the secretary of the treasury. He was an official and the high official of that day. This man was not traveling alone. He had a great uh, great uh, retinue of servants and minor officials with him. He wasn't sitting in a chariot with the reins in one hand and the book in another hand, as we see him pictured. This man was sitting back in a chariot, protected from the sun by a canopy. He had a private chauffeur and was riding in style. He was a citizen of Ethiopia, but he had come to Jerusalem to worship. This indicates that he was a proselyte of Judaism. Actually, Jeremiah, many people believe that that may be where the Ten Commandments is. Jeremiah fled to Ethiopia, they believe, and there is a temple there, a Judaism temple. They worship the Jewish faith there in Ethiopia still today, and so there was many Jews that fled there from Jerusalem during the occupation, like I said, Jeremiah fled with them and took the the vessel, the parts uh, of the temple with him. And they think that maybe the ark is there, the Ten Commandments, and that sort of thing. He may have taken with him to Jerusalem, but that's neither here nor there. It is interesting that they won't let anybody in to see if the ark is there or not, which I don't blame them. It's their holy of holies, right? He had just been to Jerusalem, the center of the Jewish religion. Although Judaism was the God given religion, he was leaving the city still in the dark. He was reading the prophet Isaiah, but he was not understanding